Taking R.D. Sharma Solutions, Class 11th, Chapter 10, Sine and Cosine Formula and their applications, and exercise is 10.1. Here angle A, angle B and angle C is given. So we have to find out the ratio of the sides. So we know the sine rule, A by sine A, B by sine B, C by sine C equal to K. So here what we can do, we can put this angles because A, B, C are given, and then we can take the ratio. So how are you going to take the ratio? See, this is 1 by root 2, this is root 3 by 2, sine 45 is 1 by root 2, sine 60 is root 3 by 2 and sine 75 is root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. How do you get this? You just need to follow the procedures we did earlier, sine 75 degree, okay? Or you can just do it like sine 45 plus 30. Use the formula of sine A plus B, and then you will get root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. Now multiply this whole by, means the denominator, by 2 root 2. Multiply by 2 root 2. So here you get 2, here you get root 6 because 2 gets cancelled, root 3 into root 2 is root 6. And here what do you get? You get root 3 plus 1. So this is the ratio. Here angle C is given, angle B is given and A is given. So we have to find out B. So we know that if C is 105, B is 45 degree. So A plus B plus C is 180 degree. So what will be the angle A here? A will be 180 minus 105 minus 45 and that is going to be 30 degree. And by sine rule we know that A by sine A equal to B by sine B, so we can use this one. Sine B, B we know, and now sine A also we know. So in order to find out B, just put the value, B will be 2 root 2. Here A, B, C and angle C is given. So we have to find out sine A, sine B and sine C. So again we will use the sine formula or sine rule. So we have sine A, these sides are given, just put in here, and then by using one of these, say sine A will be 18 by 30, sine B will be 24 by 30. So when we have sine A, sine B, now you can use any of this formula, that is sine B by B equal to sine C by C. Sine C is known to us, so we can get the C value, or sine C of course. Sine C will be equal to C into sine B by B, and we know that the value of B is 24. And this is sine B, and sine B we have already known here, sine B will be 4 by 5 and C is 30. So when you solve it you will get 1 because 5 6 are 30, 6 4 are 24 and 24 gets cancelled. Here we have A minus B by A plus B. Now you can prove it to be this one. So again we are using the sine rule, that is A equal to K sine A, B equal to K sine B. So just put in here A is equal to K sine A and B equal to K sine B. So when you put here the value, you can take K common. So K gets cancelled. Now use the formula of sine A minus sine B and sine A plus sine B. So sine A minus sine B is 2 cos A plus B by 2 sine A minus B by 2. Here sine A plus sine B is 2 sine A plus B by 2 and cos A minus B by 2. So here if you see this cos, this sine by cos, this sine A minus B by 2 and cos A minus B by 2 will be tan A minus B by 2. Now cancel this and take this cos in the denominator. It will be sine A plus B by 2 and cos A by A plus B by 2. That will be tan A plus B by 2. Here we have A minus B cos C by 2. We have to prove it to be C sine A minus B by 2. So put just A as K sine A because of the sine rule. And when you put B as K sine B, so when you put in here K sine A minus sine B cos C by 2. Now here sine A minus sine B, the formula is 2 cos A plus B by 2 sine A minus B by 2. Now this A plus B can be written as is 180 degree or pi. So this A plus B can be written as pi minus C. When you put here, it will be cos pi minus C by 2, and that will be cos pi by 2 minus C by 2. So cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. So this we are going to use a lot in the coming questions. So just understand this. So this will be cos 90 minus theta is sin theta, sin c by 2. So you have sin c by 2, you have cos c by 2, and you have sin a minus b by 2. But you know that this 2 sin c by 2 and cos c by 2, sin c is 2 sin c by 2 cos c by 2. So this one and this one you can take it as sin c. So you already have 2 sin c by 2 cos c by 2 as sin c, k remains here, and sin a minus b by 2. But this k sin c is nothing but c. So in this place you can put a c. Now you have this c by a minus b equal to 10 a by 2 plus 10 b by 2. You have to prove this, and negative here. So just put c as k sin c, a as k sin a, and b as k sin b. Here k you can take common, so it gets cancelled. Sin c by sin a minus sin b. So sin c can be written as 2 sin c by 2 cos c by 2, and sin a minus sin b will be this. You have to use the formula, that is 2 cos a plus b by 2 sin a minus b by 2. So as I told you earlier, this c can be written as, because a plus b plus c is equal to pi, c can be written as pi minus a plus b. This is pi minus a plus b. So pi minus a plus b by 2. So this you get cos pi by 2 minus a plus b by 2. So this will be ultimately sin a plus b by 2. See, this is cos 90 minus theta. Theta is a plus b by 2. Pi by 2 minus a plus b by 2. So cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. So it will be sin a plus b by 2. Similarly, in the denominator, you have cos a plus b by 2. You can write a plus b as pi minus c by 2. So pi minus c by 2, that you get cos pi by 2 minus c by 2. So cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. So sin c by 2. So this is sin 2. This has been written as sin c by 2. This has been written as sin a plus b by 2. Now this gets cancelled. So you have sin a plus b by 2 and sin a minus b by 2. Now just open it. This is sin a by 2 plus b by 2. So this is sin x plus y formula. So sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. In the denominator also sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. So now divide numerator and denominator by cos a by 2 and cos b by 2. See, I'll show you. One of these I show you. This sin a by 2. This one I'm taking. Cos b by 2. Now I'm dividing it by cos a by 2 and cos b by 2. So this gets cancelled. Sin a by 2 and cos a by 2 will be 10 a by 2. Similarly, when you divide this by cos a by 2, cos b by 2, you will get 10 b by 2, here 10 a by 2, and here 10 b by 2. So this is your right hand side. Here we have to use c as k sin c, a as k sin a, and b as k sin b. Now this k gets cancelled. Sin c can be written as, because sin theta is 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. So sin c can be written as 2 sin c by 2 cos c by 2. And sin a plus sin b can be written as 2 sin a plus b by 2 cos a minus b by 2. Right? Now here, this c can be written as a plus pi minus a plus b. So exactly what we have done here. This c has been written as pi minus a plus b, because a plus b plus c is pi. Similarly here, this one, this we have written a minus pi minus a plus b by 2. Now this a plus b we have written as this one. A plus b can be written as pi minus c. So exactly what we have done here, this one. So the numerator will become sin pi by 2 minus a plus b by 2. Sin pi by 2 minus a plus b by 2, which will be cos a plus b by 2, which is here. And this one, this sin pi denominator one, sin pi minus c by 2 is sin pi by 2 minus c by 2, that is sin 90 minus theta. It will be cos theta, cos c by 2. So now this cos c by 2, cos c by 2 cancel. In the numerator, you have cos a plus b by 2, and denominator you will have cos a minus b by 2. Now this can be open as cos a by 2 plus b by 2. So cos x plus y. So cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Here also cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. This is cos a cos a, the formula we have used. Now use the denominator to find out this one. Use cos a by 2 and cos b by 2 to divide each term. Means numerator complete and denominator complete. So you'll get this term. As I told you earlier, I'll show you this one. Let us say this one I'm taking. Sin a by 2, sin b by 2. I'm dividing it using cos a by 2 and cos b by 2. So this will be tan a by 2 and this will be tan b by 2. We have a plus b by c equal to this term. So again same thing we have to do, a as k sin a, b as k sin b and c as k sin c. So what do you get? K sin a plus k sin b by k sin c. Take k common, it will get cancelled. Now use the formula of sin a plus sin b. Sin a plus sin b is 2 sin a plus b by 2 cos a minus b by 2. And this sin c can be written as, because sin theta is 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. So sin c can be written as 2 sin c by 2 cos c by 2. Now here, see this one. A plus b can be written as pi minus c. A plus b plus c is pi, 180 degree. So a plus b can be written as pi minus c. So what do you get? Sin pi minus c by 2. So this cos a minus b by 2 remains. This sin pi by 2 minus c, pi minus c by 2, this is sin pi by 2 minus c by 2. That is sin 90 minus theta. Sin 90 minus theta is cos theta. That is, this will be cos c by 2. So this and this gets cancelled. You have cos a minus b by 2 and sin c by 2. This will remain. Here we will take the right hand side and try to prove the left hand side. So in this b you can write k sin b, in this c you can write k sin c, and here a you can write k sin a. Now when you write this k gets cancelled. Now this will be sin b minus sin c by sin a, and cos a by 2 of course is there. So sin b minus sin c, the formula will use 2 cos b plus c by 2 sin b minus c by 2. In place of sin a we will use 2 sin a by 2 cos a by 2. In this b plus c we can write pi minus a. So this will be cos pi by 2 minus a by 2, which will be sin a by 2. Cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. Here let it be like this, and this will be 2 sin a by 2 cos a by 2. So this, when this becomes cos, this sin a by 2, when this becomes sin a by 2, this sin a by 2, sin a by 2, let me show you. This is sin b minus c by 2, this is intact. This cos a by 2 remains here. We have a cos a by 2. And then we have this 2 sin a by 2 cos a by 2. So just cancel it. This cos a by 2, cos pi by 2 minus a by 2 will be sin a by 2. So sin a by 2 from here, sin b minus c by 2 from here, and sin a by 2 from here. So this gets cancelled again. This 2 gets cancelled. Only sin b minus c by 2 will remain. Now here we have a square minus c square by b square. So when you have this sign rule, just put a as k sin a, c as k sin c, and b as k sin b. So what do you get? Just square them. This k square gets cancelled. Now this sin square a minus sin square c simply means sin a plus c sin a minus c. This means sin square theta 1 minus sin square theta 2 is sin theta 1 plus theta 2 sin theta 1 minus theta 2. And here this sin square b. Now b can be written as pi minus a plus c. A plus b plus c is 180 degree. So b can be written as sin pi minus a plus c. But we know that sin 180 minus theta is sin theta only. So this will come as sin a plus c only. And this will be sin a plus c sin a minus c. Now cancel one of these. You get sin a minus c by sin a plus c. Now here we have this sin a by sin b sin c equal to k. Now we have to prove this a sin b minus c to be b sin b minus c sin c. So how do we prove this? First of all, this sin b minus c, open the formula. That is sin b cos c minus cos b sin c. A of course is here. Now this cos c can be written as a square plus b square minus c square by 2ab. This is cosine formula. And cos b can be written as a square plus c square minus b square by 2ac. This is cosine formula. Now this a sin b, here sin b can be written as, sin b can be written as b into k, exactly what we have done. Now sin c can be written as what? C into k, exactly what we have done. So now this a b gets cancelled, ac gets cancelled, and then you can just add them, take k common. When you add them, a square plus b square minus c square, a square plus b square minus c squared. This is minus, so all the sign will change. Minus a square minus c square plus b square. A square gets cancelled. B square will be 2b square. C square will be 2c square. Of course we have a 2 here, so this 2 gets cancelled. You are only getting b square minus c square. So b square minus c square will be there, Okay, so b square minus c square will be there, and k of course is there. Now see, this b square and this 2k, this 2 gets cancelled. You have kb square minus kc square. Now kb square minus kc square, here you can write it as b, this can be written as b into kb, because kb square. Here also you can write it as c into kc. Now this kb is what? This k into b is sin b, so write sin b here. K into c is what? It is sin c, write sin c here. This is our the right hand side. Now here you have this one, you have to prove this side equal to this side. So what we will do here is, we will use the left hand side. So a square remains here, sin b minus c. So sin theta 1 minus theta 2 formula will use. Sin a means sin b cos c minus cos a sin b. Here again we will use cos c formula as a square plus b square minus c square by 2ab, and this cos b formula as a square plus c square minus b square by 2ac. Now this a square sin is there, and this sin b can be written as b into k. So we are writing b into k. This sin c can be written as c into k. So we are writing c into k. So what do you get? First of all, you can cancel one of these if you want. You can just cancel it. See, I can cancel it, a square b. So just see here, a square b, 1a 1b, 1a 1b, I cancelled it. Here also 1a 1c, 1a 1c. So you have a here, 1a here, so you can take a common. K also is there, so a k you can take common. This a k we have taken common, this a k we have taken common. Now what is inside? What is inside? It is, and 2 also. So a square plus b square minus c square. So again, as the previous question, a square plus b square minus c square, and again minus is there, so we change the sign. Minus a square minus c square plus b square. So what do you get? A square cancel, and you get 2b square minus 2c square. Take 2 common, b square minus c square. So here you get b square minus c square. Okay, and 2 is here, so 2 gets cancelled. You get ak into b square minus c square. But what is ak? A into k is nothing but sin a. So put a sin a here. This is what we need to prove. Here we have the left hand side and right hand side. We'll start with the right hand side. This a plus b minus 2 under root ab. Now a can be written as under root a whole square, which is equal to a only. B can be written as under root b whole square. And then we have minus 2 under root a under root b. We can write under root ab as under root a under root b. Now here this numerator will become under root a minus under root b whole square, right? So this is under root a minus under root b whole square. In the denominator we can write this as root a square as a, and this as root b square. Now this is the formula of x square minus y square, that is, you can write it as x minus y, x plus y, that is root a minus b and root a plus root b. So you can cancel one of these, and root a minus root b by root a root plus b will come. This one will come. Now in the place of a, by using the sign law, sign rule, you can put k sin a, k sin b here, k sin a, k sin b here. Now take the root k outside and just cancel it. Root k will get cancelled from numerator and denominator. So finally you get the right hand side or left hand side. Here we have the left hand side is this one. We have to prove it to be 0. So first multiply it. See, a sin b minus a sin c, b sin c minus b sin a, and c sin a minus c sin b. But now we know the sign rule. We know the sign rule that b sin a is nothing but a sin b. B sin a can be written as a sin b, right? So b sin a, if you want to write this a sin b, now put a sin b as b sin a. So when you put b sin a, this gets cancelled. In place of a sin c, you can write c sin a. If you write c sin a, this and this gets cancelled. In place of b sin c, you can write this b sin c as c sin b. When you write c sin b, this and this gets cancelled. So 0 will be there. Here we have in this we have to prove this to be 0. So we'll use the sign rule. Let us take the first one. What do we get? This A is K sine A. A can be written as K sine A. So I am putting it here. A square will be K square sine square A, and this will be sine B minus C. And then you have sine A. So one sine A, this cancels, so you get K square sine A sine B minus C. So if you see here, K square we can take common from here, 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 and what will remain? Sine A sine B minus C here, and here what we get? Sine B sine C minus A. Here we get sine C sine A minus B. I'll show you this one also. C square can be written as K into sine C. So K square sine square C. Then we have sine A minus B. Then we have sine C. So this gets cancelled. You get K square sine C sine A minus B. So sine C sine A minus B. I am saying that K square we have taken common. Just assume that K square we have taken common. Now what do we get? This A can be written as pi minus B plus C, because A plus B plus C is pi. So this is sine pi minus B plus C, and you know sine pi minus theta, sine 180 minus theta is sine theta only. Similarly here also, here, so B can be written as pi minus C plus A, but sine 180 minus theta is sine theta only, so you get sine C plus A, you get sine plus C plus A here. Here you have sine C can be written as pi minus A plus B, because A plus B plus C is 180 degree, A plus B plus C is pi. So what you can do? In this place C you can write pi minus A plus B. Now sine 180 minus theta or sine pi minus theta is sine theta only. So you can write just sine A plus B. So what do you get? Sine B plus C, sine B minus C, sine square B minus sine square C. Sine C plus A plus into sine C minus A, sine square C minus sine square A. And here sine square A minus sine square B. So all these that cancel. The B, C and A. So you get a 0 here. And K square was already there outside, and it will get cancelled. Here we have this term to be shown as 0. What we will do? We will take cos square B as 1 minus sine square B. Again cos square C as 1 minus sine square C. So when I'll just show you this, how it happens. So this A square is there. Cos square B can be written as 1 minus sine square B. And here we have cos square C. I can write it as 1 minus sine square C. So you get A square 1 minus sine square B minus 1 plus sine square C. So 1 get cancelled. You get sine square C minus sine square B. So you have sine square C minus sine square B. Similarly here, you get sine square A minus sine square C. Here also you get sine square B minus sine square A. Now what you can do, this sine C can be written as C. Sine C, we know that C by sine C equal to K. So C by sine C equal to K, but this K can be also written as 1 by K. It doesn't matter, because A by sine A, I'll show you. This A by sine A, B by sine C, C by sine C is constant only. So why can't we write it as 1 by K? We can write it as 1 by K also. So sine A can be A into K. So here you get sine A equal to A into K. Exactly what we have done here. In place of sine C we have written KC. In place of sine square B we have written K square B. Similarly for others. Now here you see, just multiply them, or you can take K square common. When you take K square common, this will be A square C square, this will be A square B square, B square A square, B square C square, C square B square, C square A square, and this all gets cancelled. A square C square, A square C square cancelled, A square B square, A square B square cancelled, minus B square C square and B square C square cancelled, you get a 0. Here we have B cos B plus C cos C. So in the place of B, we write K sine B, okay, because this A by sine A equal to K. Similarly for others. So B we are writing K sine B, for C we are writing K sine C. Now take K common and multiply numerator and denominator by 2. So denominator is 2, 2 we take inside with 2 sine B cos B and 2 sine C cos C. Now this 2 sine theta cos theta is what? Sine 2 theta. So it will be sine 2B. 2 sine theta cos theta will be what? Sine 2 theta. So here we have sine 2B plus 2C for sine 2B plus sine 2C formula. So this will be nothing but sine B plus C cos B minus C. This is the formula of sine C plus D. You can understand of sine X plus sine Y. So 2 sine this B plus C cos B minus C. Then these two gets cancelled. Now this B plus C can be written as pi minus A, because A plus B plus C is 180 degree. So you can write B plus C as pi minus A. So you can write pi minus A, and sine 180 minus theta, that is sine pi minus theta is sine theta. So this is sine theta, cos b minus c remains here. Now this k sine a, as I told you, this k sine a is what? It is a. So you can write a here. It will be a cos b minus c. Here we have this term, and this term has to be proved to this one. So first we will write cos 2a as 1 minus 2 sine square a and cos 2b as 1 minus 2 sine square b. Now here we will take 1 by a square. I'll show you. This 1 by a square we take. This we can write it as 1 by a square minus 2 sine square a by a square. And then we have minus 1 by b square minus 2 sine square b by b square. Now open it. 1 by a minus 2 sine square a by a square minus 1 by b square plus 2 sine square b by b square. Now take these two together and these two together. So you get 1 by a square minus 1 by b square. And here you get, you can take it as plus 2, and this is sine square a sine square b by b square, and here you get minus sine square a by a square, right? Now if you see this sine from here, this sine square b is what? B into k. So let us write this bk here. So it will be b square k square. Sine square a is what? Sine square a is a into k, that is whole square, a square k square, right? A square k square. Now a square cancels, b square get cancelled. Now k square minus k square will remain, that will be 0. So 2 into 0 will be 0. So this goes off. Only 1 by a square minus 1 by b square remain. Here we have to prove this to be 0. See, first we have to convert all these into sine. So cos square b is 1 minus sine square b. Cos square c is 1 minus sine square c. Same thing here. And when we just open it, this 1 gets cancelled everywhere. And we'll just put it like this. This will be sine square c minus sine square b. This will be sine square a minus sine square c. This will be sine square b minus sine square a. But we know that sine c is kc. Okay. See. What is sine c? It is equal to k into c. So sine c is kc. Similarly, sine square b is kb. And sine square a is k square a square. Sine square c is k square c square. Here sine square b is k square b square. Sine square a is k square a square. Now we have this k, b plus c plus a plus b in the denominator. First take k square outside. K square is common to everyone. Means every element. K square take common. Now we are remained with c square minus b square by b plus c. I'll show you what happens to this one, and this will happen to these two also. C square minus b square by c plus b. So c square minus b square can be written as c minus b, c plus b. A square minus b square formula. So c plus b. This gets cancelled. You get c minus b here. So you get a c minus b here. Similarly, you get a minus c here, a minus c here. Similarly, you get b minus a here. So these gets cancelled. B cancelled. C cancels. A cancels. K square into 0 will be 0. Here we have this term. We have to prove it to be 0. So how do we do it? First of all, this a can be written as, because a plus b plus c is pi. So a can be written as pi minus b plus c. So we have sine pi minus b plus c. Okay. Now this pi minus b plus c by 2. See what I am going to do with this one. Sine pi minus b plus c by 2. So this can be written as sine pi by 2 minus b plus c by 2. But sine 90 minus theta is what? Sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. This will be cos b plus c by 2. So this will be cos b plus c by 2, this one. Same thing we are going to do here. For b we are writing pi minus c plus a by 2. So sine pi by 2 minus c plus a by 2, that will be cos c plus a by 2, this one. Now come here. We are writing c as pi minus a plus b. So this will be sine pi by 2 minus a plus b by 2. So sine 90 minus theta. Sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. So this is cos a plus b plus c by 2. Okay. Now if you see here, this is cos b plus c by 2 and sine b minus c by 2. This is the formula, and you can just put a 2 here, multiply 2, divide by 2. So you get 2 cos b plus c by 2 sine b minus c by 2, and this is equivalent to sine b minus c. Similarly, you have a 2 here. We multiply numerator and denominator by 2. So you get 2 cos c plus a by 2 sin c minus a by 2, which is nothing but sin c minus sin a. Similarly here you get sin a minus sin b. So you have a, you have b, you have c. You have now multiply this a inside. So when you get a sin b is already there. Do we have a sin b? Or we have this a sin c? Do we have a sin c? No. We have b sin c. Do we have b sin c? No. We have the c sin a and c sin b. Now see, as I told you in one of the discussion, this a sin b, a sin a by a is equal to k, and sin a by sin b by b, this is sin c by c. So in place of a sin b, that is a sin b, I can write b sin a. I am writing b sin a here. In place of, when I write b sin a, this b sin a gets cancelled with b sin a. Similarly, this a sin c. In place of a sin c, I can write it as c sin a, cross multiplication. So c sin a. So a sin c will be c sin a. This will be c sin a. So this 2 gets cancelled. Similarly with b sin c. B sin c I can write c sin b. So I am writing c sin b here. And this 2 gets cancelled. How the 0 has come. So we have this term. And let us prove one of this, so you understand how to make the others to be proved. First take b sec c, b sec b plus c sec c by 10b plus 10c. Now here this b can be written as k sin b, we know by sine formula. C can be written as k sin c. Now take this sec b, I am writing this, I will tell you how to do this. K sin b, and then sec b, I am writing it as cos b. Similarly this k sin c, I am writing this sec c as 1 by cos c. Okay. So this will be k tan b, and this will be k tan c. So this will be k tan b, k tan c. Take k common, tan b tan c will come, this gets cancelled. So you get a k. So similarly for this and this, you can prove this to be, all these to be k. So here we have to prove that this term is equal to 2b sin a sin c and 2c sin a sin b. So let us see. First, in place of a, write k sin a, b, write k sin b, c, write k sin c. Now take k common from all these and multiply numerator and denominator by 2. So when you multiply numerator and denominator by 2, this will be 2 sin a cos a, which will be sin 2a. This will be 2 sin b cos b, which will be sin 2b. This will be 2 sin c cos c, which will be 2 sin 2c. Now here, take these two. Take these two. There is no point of doing this as the sin 2c, because we are going to use it. So this sin 2a plus sin 2b, use the formula. Use the formula of 2 sin, means sin c plus sin d. So you get sin a 2a plus 2b by 2, that is 2a plus 2b by 2 will be 2 into a plus b by 2, that is a plus b only. Here. And here what you get? Cos a minus b by 2, that is 2a minus 2b by 2, that is going to be cos a minus b. Now, this a plus b can be written as pi minus c, because a plus b plus c is pi. You can write c as pi minus a plus b. This a plus b as pi minus c. So this is sin pi minus c, but we know that sin 180 minus theta is sin theta only. And this will remain as sin c cos c. So when you get this, just take sin c, this is sin c, this is sin c. Take sin c common. What do you get? Cos a minus b plus cos c. Now here cos x plus cos y formula. Use this one. So it will be cos a minus b plus c by 2, and then cos a minus b minus c by 2. But here, if you put, I'll show you what we have done here. Here, a plus c is written as pi minus b. We already have a minus b. So this will be pi minus 2b here. Here what we have done, this can be written as a minus b minus c, can be written as a minus b plus c. B plus c can be written as pi minus a. So this can be written as a minus pi plus a. So you get a 2a minus pi here. And you already have a 2 here. So this will be cos. This will be cos pi by 2 minus 2b by 2. So what do you get? Sine 2b by 2. So it will be sine 2b by 2. 2b by 2 is b only. So for this you get a sine b. Here, this is cos 2a by 2 minus pi. So cos 2a minus pi by 2. So this will be cos 2a by 2 minus pi by 2. 2 gets cancelled. It will be cos a minus pi by 2. Now cos minus theta is plus cos theta, so I can just change the sign. Minus, this will be pi by 2 minus a. Okay, cos minus pi by 2 minus a. I just change the place and put up a minus here. But cos minus theta is plus cos theta. So it will be cos pi by 2 minus a. And cos pi by 2 minus theta is what? Sin theta. So sin a will come here. So this is k sin c, 2 sin b and sin a. Now sin b and sin c you can take together. And this k sin a can be written as a by sine rule. So we have written a, 2a sin b sin c. Similarly, this can be proved. Okay, these two can be proved. We have a cos b, cos c plus cos a, and these are equal. So we have to prove that they all are equal to k sin a, sin b, sin c. So these all are equal to, we have to prove k sin a, sin b and sin c. So how do we do that? First, let's take this one so that you can get the idea of this one. In place of a, we can write it as cos 180 minus b plus c, because a plus b plus c is pi. So a can be written as pi minus b plus c. So this cos 180 minus theta, that is cos pi minus theta, is nothing but minus cos theta. Okay. So this is minus. Actually it was plus. So now this is going to be minus. So minus. This is plus, right? So this, it will be simply minus cos b plus c. Okay. Now cos b plus c, open the formula. It will be cos a cos b minus cos b cos c minus sin b sin c. But when we open the sign, this minus, this will be minus, this will be plus. Now this gets cancelled. It will be a sin b sin c. In place of a, you can write k sin a. So this will be k sin a sin b sin c. Similarly, this can be done. We have this a cos c minus cos b, and we have to prove it to be 2b minus c cos square a by 2. So what we will do here is, we'll put this a, first we will use this formula cos c minus cos b, and then we will put this a as k sin a. So this a is k sin a here, and this cos c minus cos b is 2 sin c plus b by 2. This is 2 sin c plus b by 2 and sin b minus c by 2. Now here b plus c or c plus b, we can write it as pi minus a, because a plus b plus c is pi. So this is sin pi minus a by 2, that is sin pi by 2 minus sin a by 2. So sin pi by 2 minus a by 2, that is sin 90 minus theta, is cos theta. So you have cos a by 2 here. Then you have sin a by 2. And if you see here, this is sin b minus c by 2, sin b minus c by 2. Okay. Now what we can do here is this sin b minus c by 2 and then sin a by 2. If you see, this sin a, we can write it as 2 sin a by 2 cos a by 2. This sin theta is 2 sin theta cos theta. So this sin a we have written as 2 sin theta cos theta. This sin pi by 2 minus a is cos a by 2, and this is here. So cos square, this cos square we take outside. This sin a by 2 and sin b minus c by 2 we take together. So this is 2 sin b minus c by 2 sin a by 2. So since we can write this a as pi minus b plus c by 2, this can be sin pi by 2 minus b plus c by 2. Sin 90 minus theta is cos theta. So it will be cos b plus c by 2. So what do you get? Now you have this formula of 2 sin c minus d. This is 2 sin b minus c by 2 cos b plus c by 2. This is nothing but sin b minus sin c. Right? So now just multiply this k inside. So this will be k sin b and this will be k sin c. So k sin b is what? B, and k sin c is c by sin formula. So this is what we had to prove here. Next one is, we'll take the right hand side here and then we'll use the sine rule. So this is c cos a minus theta plus a cos c plus theta. Here this cos a minus theta we are expanding, cos a cos theta and sin a this is sin theta, right? I'll just show you. So this becomes cos a, this is cos a cos b minus sin a sin b, this is cos a cos b plus sin a sin b, so this is sin theta. This is sin theta. Okay, what is happening here? If you see, this c we are writing as k sin c, this c we are writing as k sin c, a we are writing as k sin a, and this a is we are writing as k sin a. Since this is the only things which are going to remain is this one, k sin c cos a cos theta, and k sin a cos c cos theta, because this is k sin a sin c sin theta, this is k sin a sin c sin theta. Okay, this is sin theta. So this gets cancelled. Here is a misprint. Here is a misprint. So this is sin theta. So what do you get? This one. Now you can take k cos theta common, and from here k cos theta common. When you take k cos theta, it will be sin c cos a plus sin a cos c, and this is nothing but sin a plus c or sin c plus a. Now this a plus c or c plus a can be written as pi minus b, because a plus b plus c equal to pi. Now this is sin pi minus b, and sin 180 minus theta is nothing but sin theta. Sin 180 minus theta, sin pi minus theta, sin pi minus b is sin b. This is k cos theta sin b. Now this k sin b can be written as, because sin rule we know, k sin b can be written as b cos c, b cos theta. This is we are writing as b. Okay. Now we have this sin square a plus sin square b equal to sin square c. We have to prove when this is equal, we have to prove that a square plus b square equal to c square. If this is there, this is there, we have to prove that we are talking about a right angle triangle. So it's pretty easy. What we have to do here is, we have to put sin a as ka, because we know that a by sin a is k. So we can always write this as 1 by k also. So sin a is ka. Similarly sin b is kb and sin c is kc. So sin a is k square a square. We are putting in place of sin a k square a square. In place of sin square b, we are putting k square b square, and here we are putting k square c square. So just k square gets cancelled. You get a square plus b square equal to c square. This is proving that it is indeed a right angle triangle, and Pythagoras theorem, this is right angle triangle if this is true. Now we have a square plus b square plus a square b square c square, these are in AP. So we have to prove that cot A, cot B and cot C, they are also in AP. So AP, whenever we multiply anything common or add anything common or divide anything common, the AP doesn't change. So in a square, b square, c square, let us multiply minus 2, minus 2, minus 2. Now add, it doesn't change, it will also be in AP. Now add a square plus b square plus c square here, a square plus b square c square here, a square plus b square plus c square here. So when you add a square plus b square, I'll just show you about this one. A square plus b square plus c square, just add this, and this is minus 2a square. What do we get? We get b square plus c square minus a square. So b square plus c square minus a square. Here you get c square plus a square minus b square. Here you get b square plus a square minus c square. Now let us divide all of these by 2abc. So we are dividing everything by 2abc. So it doesn't change, it will also be in AP. Here, now take this a, because b and c are here, take this a out, means 1 by a. Here also, this c square plus b, c square plus a square minus b square, take this b out here. Here also you take c out. So what do you get? This one is cos a, this one is cos b, and this one is cos c. Now multiply all of them by k. So k by a, k by b, k by c. So what is this k by a? We know that k by a is sin a, right? Because if we write this as sin k by a, okay, we have one more thing. See, we have this cos a by a, and this cos A by this A is there. So in place of A, you can write what? Sin A by K. That's what exactly we have done. In place of A, we are writing sin A by K. So this is cos A by sin A by K. So this becomes cos A, K goes up, it is sin A. So you get K, this is K, cos A by sin A, right? Similarly for here, K cos B sin B and K cos A sin C. K gets cancelled. You can just remove this, divide all of these by K. So you get cos A, C here, cos A by sin A. Here you get cos B by sin B, and here you get cos C by sin C. So this is cot A, this is cot B, and this is cot C. So these are also in AP. Here we have a triangle. In this triangle, what happens? There was a tree. Now this tree broke from here. This angle is 30 degree. This is right angle because the tree is upright. So this will be 60 degree. Now we are going to use the sine rule. We have to find out the height of the tree, this height of the tree. So first of all, we'll use the sine rule, that is this, if you take this as sine A, this is 15. From here to here, the distance is 15. So sine A, this sine A by sine this 15 is equal to sine C by this height, h, right? So h will be what? If you solve it, h will be 5 root 3. Now this h is 5 root 3. Now here, if you see this one, how to get this side? Because we need to get this side, so that, because this was the same side, this and these are equal, because the tree is broken from here and now the same length is here. So what we will do, we will try to find out this side, say AC. So if this is 15, this is 5 root 3. What will be this side? Pythagoras theorem. 15 square plus 5 root 3 whole square. 15 square is 225. And 5 root 3 is 5 root 3 into 5 root 3. So 25 into root 3 into 3, 75. You get 300. So this get under root of 300. So this is under root 3, under root 100. This will be 10 root 3. So this side is 10 root 3. That means this side is equal to this side. So this will also be 10 root 3. So what is the height of the tree? This plus this. So 5 root 3 plus 10 root 3. So it will be 15 root 3. So the height of the tree will be 15 root 3. Now here the question is that from here a person is watching the top and he is watching the angle is 45 degree. Means, so this is the top, he is watching this to be 45 degree. Now at 30 degree, there is a slope, he reaches here. Now he watches it to be, the angle of elevation becomes 60 degree, right? This is 60 degree. So we have to find out the height of this, you can say the triangle side AB or whatever is given in the question. So this is AB, side AB we have to find out. Now first of all, you have to understand that this, we are taking this triangle, this side DE and EC, we are taking this triangle. So this is 45 degree, this is 45 degree, and the slope to which he walks upon is 30 degree, right? So this side, if we are calling it as DE, this DE will be what? And what will be this side? That is this side is EC. This is EC. So we have to find out DE and EC. So DE will be this, let us take the sine angle of this. So sine 30 will be, sine 30 is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, DE by hypotenuse, and he walks for 1000, this is the meter, he walks for 1000 meter, be 1000. So D is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So let me do it like this. Sine 30 is perpendicular, that is DE by hypotenuse 1000. So this DE will be 1000 sine 30. and sine 30 is what, 1 by 2, so it will be 500. 1000 by 2 is 500. Now taking the cos here, cos 30 will be based upon hypotenuse, that is EC by hypotenuse, this one, 1000. EC will be 1000 cos 30. So cos 30, 1000 cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So this will be 500 root 3. So now we got this side EC. This EC is 500 root 3. And this DE, this one is 500. So this one also be 500. This FB will be 500. Now taking this whole triangle, that is total triangle from here to here, taking A, B and C. So what does this triangle gives us? Tan 45. This angle is 45 degree. This whole angle is 45 degree. So tan 45 will be what? This AB by BE plus EC. AB by BE plus EC. So tan 45 is 1, and BE plus AC, because we don't know BE, but EC we know. So 500 root 3 EC we write. And then this AB, if we say this is F, this was what? This was 500. This we don't know. Let us write it as X. Let us write this as X. So this will be AF plus FB. So AF is X, we assume, and FB is 500. So we have X plus 500 by BE by EC. EC is 500 root 3. Now what is this BE? Now let us take this triangle. This triangle. So if this is X, if we take the tan of 60 degree, tan 60 is what? This X by BE, this side, FD and BE. So let me write it as BE only. So X will be equal to BE into tan 60, right? BE into tan 60, BE, BE we have to find out, sorry. So BE will be X by tan 60. And tan 60 is root 3, so it will be X by root 3. So this is BE, X by root 3. Now we need to solve for X. You will get X as 500 root 3. So this is X as 500 root 3. Now whole height is AF plus FB. That is 500 plus 500 root 3. What do you get? 500 root 3 plus 1. So this is the height of the triangle. Exactly same question is here. Now the sides or the length or the angles are given in alpha, beta, gamma term. So first of all, let us understand this. The person is here. He walks upon. From here, he sees the top at the angle of alpha. At the angle of alpha. Now he walks upon, and now he sees that top by angle gamma. That is, let me show it here. When he is watching at the top, he is watching at angle alpha, right? Angle beta, sorry. This is angle beta, whole is angle alpha. So this TQU is alpha minus beta, okay. So we have this whole angle. So let me tell you that the person is observing the peak P from Q. So the distance he traveled is QT, so he travels a distance C. He travels a distance C, and now at the angle elevation beta. So this is angle beta. Now when he reaches here, he sees this angle as angle gamma. Angle gamma. Now if you see here, let us see this triangle. First of all, take this TQU. Now what is this TQU? TQU is nothing but this angle B minus angle alpha. Angle alpha is total 1. If we assume it to be total alpha, see, this total is alpha and this is beta. Total is alpha and this is beta. What will be this one? This will be alpha minus beta. So if you take this triangle TQU, this angle will be beta minus alpha. So if you take the sine rule, or you can take just this triangle TQU, Sine alpha minus beta will be, that means this one. Sine alpha minus beta will be perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Perpendicular is A and hypotenuse is C. So this will be A by C. So do you get A as C sine alpha minus beta. This is our first equation. Now coming to triangle PQR, that is the bigger triangle, P and Q and R. If you see that this QPR angle will be what? This Q and P and R, what will be this angle? Since this whole angle is alpha, this total angle is alpha, this is 90 degree. What will be this angle, total angle? This will be 90 minus alpha. This is alpha, so this will be 90 minus alpha. So angle QPR, that is this angle, this Q total angle QPR will be 90 minus alpha. And if you talk about triangle PTS, see this triangle we're talking about, this PTS. What will be the angle TPS, that is this angle? Since this is gamma, this will be 90 minus gamma. This will be 90 minus gamma. So what will be this angle? See, this angle was 90 minus alpha. This angle is 90 minus gamma. So what will be this angle? This whole, that is 90 minus alpha minus 90 minus gamma. So 90 minus alpha minus 90 minus gamma. So what do you get? Alpha minus gamma. This angle, small angle, is now gamma minus alpha. Now we'll take the triangle TPU, which is TPU, this triangle. This triangle TPU. So in this triangle TPU, we have sine of this angle, sine alpha, gamma minus alpha will be perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that is A by B. So what do you get? B from here, B is from here. Since sine gamma minus alpha, this sine gamma minus alpha is perpendicular A by hypotenuse, A by B. So from here you get B equal to A by sine gamma minus alpha. Now, so B is A by sine gamma minus alpha, and now we will substitute this one here in this equation in place of A. So I am putting in place of A, I am putting C sine alpha minus beta. So you get this one, B equal to C sine alpha minus beta by sine gamma minus alpha. Now coming to the total height of this PR. PR is nothing but PS plus SR, that is this one plus this one. Now PS plus SR. Coming to the triangle PST, that is P and S and T. In this triangle, if you see, sine gamma is what? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that is PS by hypotenuse B. So PS by B, what do you get? PS? PS as B sine gamma. Now coming to triangle QTW, that is, this is Q, this is T and this is W. This angle is beta. What is sine beta? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So you get TW, this is TW by hypotenuse C. But TW is what? TW and SR are equal. So you can write it as SR by C. So this is, or you can say SR by C. So you get sine beta as TW, or you can say SR by C. So TW is nothing but SR into C. SR into C. So in triangle QTW you get TW or SR as C sine beta, because QT is nothing but this QT is C. So C into sine beta. TW becomes, because TW and SR, they are equal. Let me tell you again. This sine beta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that is TW by hypotenuse C. But TW and SR are equal, so it will be SR by C. So what is SR? S C into sine beta. This is what we have. So now using this one, PR equal to PS plus SR. In place of PS, we are writing B sine gamma. In place of this SR, we are writing C sine alpha. Now, in place of B, put this one. In place of this B, put this one. This B has to be put in here, in this place. So, what do you get? This equation. So, now, what we'll do? We'll take the LCM. So, this sine gamma minus alpha goes here. Sine gamma minus alpha comes in the denominator also. Now, just open it. Sine alpha minus beta. So, you just open it. Sine alpha, sine beta, sine alpha cos beta minus cos alpha sine beta. I'll multiply this sine gamma also. Here also, you can take C common. C common we are taking. Now, here sine gamma minus alpha will be sine gamma cos alpha minus cos gamma sine alpha, and just multiply sine beta also. So here, if you see, these two things gets cancelled. What? Only this sine alpha cos beta sine gamma, this one, and sine beta sine alpha cos y, this remains. Otherwise these two gets cancelled. So in this one you can take sine alpha common. If you take sine alpha common, this will be cos beta cos sine gamma minus sine beta cos gamma, and this will be nothing but sine gamma minus beta. This is the formula of sine gamma minus beta. It will be c sine alpha sine gamma minus beta by sine gamma minus alpha. This is what we need to